Hello YouTube, this is NASCAR 48WV2 Buff here with the INORL Lowe's Nationwide Series Race 16 here at the Milwaukee Mile for the Pepsi 300. And how about this man right here, Christopher Harley, who won the Martinsville race back a good while ago, right here starting first with Jerry Guerrero right there on second. Jerry Guerrero was having a good run last week. Yep, he was having a good run last week. And actually, I think he may have won that race last week. No, Tyson Braw won that race. Sorry, I forgot who won that race. But here's Pichu Walker starting third. And how about this girl right here, Jean Sanford, starting fourth, third in points, 161 back, and she's really on a run to try to catch up to William Duncan, your points leader, and Austin Talley. And starting up front at the Milwaukee Mile is how you do it. This track is a very hard track to pass. And then let's actually check in on your championship leaders here. William Duncan, he's starting actually inside the top 10, a row back from Gene Sanford, so has a good starting spot, and plus he's on the inside line, which is where you actually want to be. Then Austin Talley, who has to comment, so he could end up losing his championship points if he doesn't comment, him and Brody Talley. He's starting way back here. Near the back, there you see Tyson Broad, last week's winner, back there also. And Charles Jackson last. But these 42 drivers are getting ready to start up their engines here for the Pepsi 300 at the Milwaukee Mile.
Drivers, start your engines!
But Christopher Harley, Jerry Guerrero, Pichu Walker, Gene Sanford, Nicholas Guerrero, Mason Wood, William Duncan, Brendan Patterson, Charles Sanford, and James Qualls round out your top 10. And Gene Sanford didn't get up and running there for a second. Good thing she did fast enough. But that pace car is ready to pull in, and we're getting ready to go to the green here at the Milwaukee Mile. Pace car is in, and we are underway here at the Pepsi 300 from Milwaukee. And it looks like Christopher Harley shoots out to the lead with Pichu Walker right trying to take second. Looks like that inside line is where you want to be. But here comes Jerry Guerrero. Tried to battle back on the outside, but it looks like he's not going to get there. His brother is now coming underneath him also. And look who we got right here. Gene Sanford, William Duncan. Gene Sanford now pulling down though, and there she goes. And your two championship first and third here. Gene Sanford third in points and William Duncan first. Oh, and the brothers touch, and they almost wrecked each other, but they kept it going right in front of your points leaders. And 3 wide, Gene Sanford really going to hard charge for second. No, third maybe. Yes, that is third, my mistake. And William Duncan following her. William Duncan has those 2 wins this season, along with Gene Sanford. Now he's stuck with a couple cars behind there, and it looks like he gets that run off the corner and able to pass them. And Pichu Walker and Christopher Harley have really ran away with the lead, and you see their speed as they carry down the front straightaway here. As you see, 155 down the front straightaway. And Pichu Walker is still right behind them, trying to catch him. And these two have pulled out to a 1 second lead over third. And Gene Sanford has really cleared and has third by a long shot, with William Duncan holding fourth. But here comes Charles Sanford, Gene Sanford's brother, trying to take fourth away. But he really fell off on that corner. Now he has to worry about Brendan Patterson, who's right near him. Get a little bit farther back in here. The brothers battling. Nicholas on the outside, Jerry on the inside. And it looks like Jerry's going to beat him, but Nicholas gets an outside run. But no, that's not enough. Here's your Carbondale winner, Brian James. He wants to get another win, but he's way back here, stuck on the outside. Oh, and almost a 3 wide, and Sam and Ben Paul touch a little bit. Here's Austin Talley. He's working his way up through the field. He's trying to. As he has to really race throughout this day to try to catch up on William Duncan in points. Because he had a really bad last week, unlike William Duncan. Now here's the last week winner, Tyson Broad. He's way back here, trying to get inside the top 30. Looks like he doesn't have his car dialed in, especially for qualifying. He had a really bad qualifying run, and now he has to dial it in for the race. And it looks like Peachy Walker finally made the move on Christopher Harley. And while those two battled, that must have allowed Gene Sanford to catch up. Gene Sanford once again going for a 3rd win, along with William Duncan. Christopher Harley going for a 2nd, and Peachy Walker going for his 1st. Now Walker has pulled away. And Christopher Harley starting to pull back away from Gene Sanford. Let's take an onboard here with William Duncan. Gene Sanford really trying to get to the back of Christopher Harley, but just can't get there. Now the last thing she wants to do is overdrive it, which could allow William Duncan to catch up to her and pass her. Gene Sanford wants to gain every position she can on William Duncan in the point standings. Ooh, she went a little high through that corner. Take a look in the back. Richard Johnson battling back here against Derek Drayward. Seth Cole back here also. Seth Cole was looking to actually win last week, but didn't get good enough run. He had a pit with a couple to go, and he couldn't win that race last week. Last week at not Nashville. But looks like there's a little pack to separate. And a look at the run Kosanowski got on Jordan Appolito. And now Jordan Appolito's trying to get back and hold the position. James Qualls, he started up front inside the top 10, and he's really fallen back. He's been stuck on the outside line the whole race. I guess he just never got to the inside line fast enough and just been freight trained. Tyson Broad and Charles Jackson battling. Charles Jackson started dead last, and he's looking to get in the top 20 here. And how about Austin Talley? He started way back there, and he's trying to get in the top 15. All he has to do is pass Hayden Klein. So he was really trying to not let William Duncan get too far away from him. Nicholas Guerrero continues to slowly fall back on the outside, and there's the run JT Teal got, maybe enough to pass him. And it looks like it was enough, and here comes Sky Commons and Tristan Trivet. And it looks like William Duncan and Gene Sanford has passed Christopher Harley, who fell back to 4th now. And now these two are once again right next to each other, while Peachy Walker tries to run away with the lead. Now here's the thing, pit stops. That could be a big game changer. I do not think we're probably not going to see a caution here tonight. This is very clean racing, nice racing, very, very exciting racing. As if you go back in the pack, and you just never know if a championship contender is going to catch and pass the other one. Let's take an onboard here with Gene Sanford. I think they might be reeling Pichu Walker in. Yes, they are, by a pretty good amount, too. So they might catch Pichu Walker before pit stops. Now Jordan Eppolito fell back to last. Him and Aaron Mason battling. And he's going to slide a little bit up, trying to get the run off the corner. But Aaron Mason's going to shoot by him. Jordan Eppolito has been not having the season he's been looking for. And he's just very fallen off, and he's very low in points. Jake Rogers back here along with John Wilson. Jake Rogers not having a season he wanted either. He's a rookie coming into this, and he's just been not running well. Carbondale, he got in a wreck. Just not a good season for him so far. For a rookie there. James Qualls finally got back to the inside, but he's way back in 30th. And he almost fell outside the top 30 after starting in the top 10. Tyson Broad still trying to work his way up, last week's winner at Memphis. Austin Talley, he fell back a position, but he's trying to recover from that. Every position matters here in the championship. Oh, I thought Sam Young slammed into Brian James for a second. Almost thought that, but it looks like they didn't. Brian James trying to get in the top 10 and catch Sky Commons and Tristan Tribbett. And these two, wait. Oh, and I guess Nicholas Guerrero, he must have had a pit stop because he's last and about to get lapped. He definitely took a pit stop. Now that might be holding up Pichu Walker, which was allowing Gene Sanford and William Duncan to catch up. They just don't want to be held up by Nicholas Guerrero either. And now they're catching Pichu Walker. Pichu Walker, he got involved in, I think, 2 wrecks last week, but... Oh, Gene Sanford went a little high there, but trying to hold the outside line. Here comes William Duncan, the passer. But those two are pitting, and Gene Sanford has the lead and will lead this lap. Extra bonus point for Gene Sanford. Now, you know what she wants to do? She wants to stop William Duncan from leading a lap, and stop him from getting an extra 5 laps led. But most of the field had a pit stop there. Not a lot of drivers stayed out, except for the back half right here. Christopher Harley has a first pit stall, so that might come in handy. And here comes Gene Sanford for a pit stop. No one is staying out, I think, this time. Nope, Tyson Broad's going to stay out. The last thing he did that last week, and it helped him pull out a win. Could it work for him today? As he's going to lap the whole field here. But is he going to pull in this time by or try to go another lap? Looks like he's probably going to come in. Yep, here he comes. Yep, he's coming in now, and he was the last person to stay out. And I think the lead may end up with William Duncan or Pichu Walker. Ooh, but here comes Gene Sanford trying to beat Pichu Walker out. It's a drag race, but it's going to be Walker. And here comes William Duncan also, and Charles Sanford. And Gene Sanford fell back a couple positions. Pichu Walker got the lead back, and by a long shot also. But can Tyson Broad beat Pichu Walker out? Oh, no, he didn't come off pit road yet, really. He's going to fall way back to where he was before. And it looks like maybe staying out a little bit longer kind of hurt Gene Sanford as she fell back to 4th. Back where she started, and is in danger of getting passed and falling back to 5th from Brendan Patterson. And it looks like William Duncan is starting to reel in Pichu Walker a little bit with Charles Sanford right back there also. Charles Sanford, he's won twice in the Cup Series, still looking to get a nationwide and truck win. As we are getting close to halfway here at Milwaukee, as this is a very spread out race so far. Jordan Ippolito still way off the pace, way behind 41st. He might be going in danger of getting lapped here. See, there was the leader coming off. He's only a straightaway from Pichu Walker. And yes, William Duncan is catching the leader. He has just been strong all season. Got the win at Daytona. And I forget where else he won. I know he won at another track. I cannot remember. I think I remember him winning at Michigan. I don't even know if we went to Michigan. I forget, but nah. But I know he got it. Yep, he won at Michigan. I remember that we went to Michigan, and he won another race at Michigan. Now he's looking to win his third race here at Milwaukee. And he is reeling in Pichu Walker. Pichu Walker had a 1.5 second lead, and it's now going to be lower than a second lead. So he's really driving hard. Oh, but he fell off that lap. So did Charles Sanford. Now, William Duncan in the Cup side of his career, he has been struggling really bad. He was involved in a horrific crash last week at Dover for the Cup Series, involving him and Aaron Williams. And Charles Sanford got a piece of that, who's behind him, actually. But he's locked into the chase for the Cup Series, but that doesn't mean he'll win the chase. So he really needs to work on his Cup side also, but, you know, work on his nationwide too, because he wants to try to win a nationwide championship. The inaugural nationwide championship winner. But as you notice, Pichu Walker has pulled back away from William Duncan. William Duncan maybe raced a little too hard to catch up to Pichu Walker. Maybe overdid his tires, but we have passed halfway, but they might need to pit here again soon. Jordan Ippolito not too far away from Pichu London. Let's see what. He's actually pulled away from Pichu London a little bit also, if you noticed. Not that it really matters, but he's way back here in 42nd, way behind Jake Rogers. Battle for the all-important position of 34th. Dave Rochester versus Richard Johnson. And Rochester gets that position. Last week winner Tyson Broad broke the top 20 here. He's really trying to come back. And how about Austin Talley? He broke the top 10. He started way back there with all the odds against him, and he broke the top 10, running 9th now. He's really, really trying to not let William Duncan pull too far away from him in points. But again, he has to comment. And I doubt he is going to comment. So, that 18 ride might be given up. And it looks like Brendan Patterson caught Gene Sanford. And now Patterson might try to pass Gene Sanford here, and now will make Gene Sanford lose even more points. Patterson battling for Rookie of the Season. He came in a little too late to maybe thinking about to win the championship, but he could battle for Rookie of the Season. And William Duncan is catching Pichu Walker a lot now, with Charles Sanford right behind him. His laps are slowly winding down here at Milwaukee. We do have this battle for 4th heating up. Let's take an onboard here with Brendan Patterson. And here he goes to the inside. Will it be enough? Ooh, Jean Sanford gets the position back, but she may have had to drive it in too deep, which could allow Brendan Patterson to get a run off the corner. As you see here, top 5 has gotten very close together. They used to be like 3 seconds apart, and now they have caught up to Pichu Walker and to each other. But Walker still holds a pretty good lead. But Duncan is catching him. But pit stops might be coming here soon. Take a look around the field to see if there's any battles. It's pretty spread out through here. Oh, everybody looks like they're single file. But these two are getting heated up, trying to see who's going to pass each other. Brendan Patterson trying to get past Gene Sanford. And Charles Sanford trying to get past William Duncan. And Duncan's trying to catch up to Pichu Walker. Duncan is driving his heart out tonight. He really wants to get his 3rd win. He is really trying. And he is catching Pichu Walker. Almost down to a half a second. Looks like Duncan did not gain any ground on that lap, nor lose any ground. He might be calming down on his tires and fuel. Maybe he's trying to save so he can make it to the end on the next pit stop. Because they will have to pit soon. Last pit stop I think was at 23, maybe, I forget here. But the fastest car on the track is Tyson Broad. Like I said, he could try to come back and maybe get a top 10 here, but he's stuck behind Henry Sanford. It's very hard to pass here, and we got a battle up here between Hayden Klein and Brody Talley. Brody Talley's 4th in points, 9 behind Gene Sanford. But it looks like he's may fall back a little bit here, and here, oh! Pit stops a little bit, and Tristan Trivet almost turned Brody Talley. And William Duncan pit on that lap, the only one of the top 5. And these drivers will have enough to make it to the end. And here comes Pichu Walker in. But Gene Sanford and Brendan Patterson stay out. These drivers will have enough to make it to the end, so that's a good sign. Close, but they will have enough. And Jean Sanford doing everything she can to get her 3rd win. She won on the road course back at Montreal and Talladega for the Super Speedway. And it looks like these two are coming in now. Now, this pit stop means everything. You do not want your pit crew to screw up. That's the last thing you want to do. Or get held up by traffic coming on and off pit road. Now let's take you back up to the 60, who's probably going to be coming out first. And here comes William Duncan. Can he get past the 60 in time? And oh, it's close side by side. 60 slides up. Duncan on the outside. Will he have enough off the corner? He wants to lead this lap and get that first lap led. And William Duncan will get the lead. But can Gene Sanford beat them out? There's Patterson. Sanford's there, but doesn't have enough. William Duncan has the lead and looking for his 3rd win of the season as the laps wind down. Could Duncan get his 3rd win of the season? Walker looking for his first. Walker fell off the pace, led most of this race, and what a heartbreaker. Could not get up to speed fast enough, maybe overdrove it and missed the shift. Tyson Broad stayed out another lap, but he's not going to be the leader. And Duncan has really pulled away from Walker now. This looks like it's going to be all Williams today for this win. He really wants that third win of the season. Austin Talley, when did he get third? He passed Gene Sanford. All three of your championship contenders are in the top 5. And where does Sky Commons come from? He's in the top 5 going for 4th now. Gene Sanford's going to fall back another position. And now Sky Commons in the top 5. I mean, in the top 4. Charles Sanford, something's wrong. He's still on pit road. They are reporting that something was wrong under the hood, and it looks like they just got it fixed. What a heartbreaker for Charles Sanford. Now he's gonna have to. Now his day is pretty much done. Does Pichu Walker have enough to catch William Duncan? He's taking on board. Oops, wrong one. Looks like Walker is catching Duncan, but will he have enough? This is coming down to the end. Could we see a photo finish or a very close finish as Walker's reeling in Duncan again? But it looks like 3rd, 4th, and 5th are really not going to be able to catch up. They are 2.5 seconds behind the 3 to 4 seconds. But Pichu Walker really trying to reel in William Duncan. He wants this win. He's probably flipping out on the radio saying that this is his win. He dominated this race. And to have it get thrown out like that, and he is catching Duncan. Will he have enough? Duncan's maybe saving his brakes a little bit and he will probably use them when he really needs them. And Walker is reeling in Duncan. It's coming down to the very end, folks. This is what Nationwide Series is all about. Look at Walker go. He is really driving that car hard. He's putting everything he has out on the line. And look at the run he gets through the corner. He slides up a little bit. He's right behind Duncan. He gets a run off the corner. Duncan's going to block. And these two battle side by side again. And here goes Walker. Williams going to pull a block, but not enough. Will he try to pull a crossover? He's going to let him go by. Maybe try to pull a crossover and stay in his draft. It's neck and neck. The laps are winding down here at Milwaukee. Walker regains the lead. William Duncan looking to maybe pass him back here soon. But Walker's pulling away a little bit. Duncan had this, but Walker got a run through the corner. And Pichu Walker is pulling away. Does Duncan have enough to catch back up? He's going to drive it in deep through that corner. He's trying everything he has to get the lead back. But it looks like Walker is pulling away from him. Duncan, he was so close to victory for his 3rd win. And it looks like this might go down the drain. He's really trying to catch up back, to reel in Walker again. He's throwing everything he has out in the line. Does he have enough? Penske versus Roush, a classic Nationwide battle. He reels him in a little bit through that corner, but Walker gets a run off the corner. Does William Duncan have enough? His last lap time was a little bit faster. Will this lap time be a little bit faster? He slides up a little bit. They need to stay to that yellow line. Whoever gets back in the gas first will probably end up regaining it. Oh, and Peter Walker's lap time was faster that lap. Duncan can't pull it off. He is trying, but Peter Walker continues to pull away. Austin Daly back here in second. Gene Sanford regained fourth. JT Teal fifth. Sky Commons fell way back, actually. He fell back to eighth. And Peter Walker getting 3 to go here at Milwaukee. He has just dominated this race. And he wants to win the race. Duncan trying everything he can to maybe regain the lead. But he only has 3 laps to do it, and he's almost half a second behind. Does he have enough? Walker continues to still pull away. Two to go here at Milwaukee. See how far back William Duncan is. He is trying everything he has, but he is over a half a second behind. It looks like this one's going to be Peachy Walker's the win. White flag is out for Peachy Walker. He is looking to win here at Milwaukee. Led most of the race, and he still wants to win the race. William Duncan, he's been in the top 5 all race. And he wants to finish second, but he wanted to get the win. But it looks like it's not going to play out to that. Peachy Walker comes off turn 4 for the final time here at Milwaukee. And he will win the Pepsi 300 here at Milwaukee. The Milwaukee Mile. Congratulations to Peachy Walker. He put up one hell of a race for William Duncan and got it done. He was over a second and a half behind with 10 to go, came back, reeled him in, pulled the pass, and got the win. Gotta give credit to Duncan on beating him out of the pits, though. He really tried hard, but just came up so short. But I will take you to your race results here from Milwaukee. And we are back. Congratulations to Peachy Walker. Led to 41 out of the 60 laps here at Milwaukee. Just downright dominated the race. William Duncan second. Austin Talley third. Gene Sanford fourth. JT Teal fifth. Brendan Patterson sixth. Dylan Young seventh. Sky Commons eighth. Jerry Guerrero ninth. And Brian James rounding out your top 10. And the rest of your race results here from the Milwaukee Mile for the Pepsi 300. Froze for a minute. Gotta hold on here. There we go. Christopher Harley, who started on the pole, will fall back to 21st and finish 21st. Not the kind of day he wanted to have. And actually, James Qualls had a tire issue. He'll finish 3 laps down and out of the race, but he still finished 41st, ahead of Charles Sanford. But not to your season standings. And guess where we're going next week? A super speedway, 4.182 miles. Crazy, crazy track. This is going to be the main championship mix-up next week at Pigs Creek Super Speedway. And William Duncan just pulls away even more with the points lead. Got first, 104 points back is Austin Talley. Duncan still has those 2 wins. Austin Talley 104 points back. And then Gene Sanford 265 points back to William Duncan, 161 back to Austin Talley. Brody Talley 80 points back from Gene Sanford. Tony Blazer 5th. Tristan Shrivett 6th. Charles Jackson 7th. Christopher Harley 8th. Brian James 9th. And Henry Sanford rounding out the top 10. Peachy Walker picks up his first win of the season. He's 17th in points. The rest of your season standings here after Milwaukee, after 16 of 31 events. And Tyson Broad is winning your Rookie of the Season battle, I think. By a long shot, actually, due to that win. And the thing froze again. There we go. But congratulations to all those drivers, and especially for all the top 10 drivers, especially for Peachy Walker, who held off William Duncan, made the pass with I think 6 to go. Congratulations to him, and I will see you next week from Pigs Creek.